Hello, this is Paul Avery, principal at Fulton Elementary School. I'd like to just start my technology assignment here with an overview of a TV that we have in the main entrance that shares information with our staff. It's a 32-inch monitor and it's mounted high in the hallway of the main thoroughfare of our school. It is used for general announcements, and this is the starting screen. There's approximately 50 slides in the presentation, including pictures of staff, current activities for students, fun PR events that we do here at the school to celebrate our students, and general announcements and contact information for the school itself. We found that parents are giving us great feedback with this presentation. It provides a snapshot as to what's going on in our school using technology. My building secretary does an awesome job of maintaining it and updates information on a regular basis. It does include information on students' birthdays and celebrations that are going on within the school. So it's a great indication that we're trying to use technology and infusing it into our everyday life, and it's the message that we like to present as the parents are walking into the building. As far as using and promoting technology within our learning environment, this is a snapshot of our current computer lab. You notice that we do have a smartboard that is used as the teaching station, and there's 30 PC-based machines that are available here. Students get a minimum of 30 hours a week. Several of the grade levels do use the computer lab more. They do lots of word processing. They'll do PowerPoint presentations, they'll do research, and it's all available to be scheduled out multiple times throughout the week. The schedule takes up about 25 to 30% of a set schedule, leaving a lot of flexibility for the use of that technology. Additionally, Fulton Elementary School has two laptop carts of 30 stations each. If you notice up here, there is a printer, and this is stored in the media center. We do try and schedule this on a Google Calendar. I don't have a snapshot of that. I could probably get one. But we do use a Google Calendar so that all members of the staff have access to see when the availability is there. The staff does a great job of entering that information and has been very responsible with getting it back, making sure that it's plugged in and ready to go for the next group that has signed out. With two of them, it allows 60 students to be working on technology at any point in time with a laptop. These, once again, are all PC-based. In an effort to expose students to multiple platforms, we do also have some Apple products within the building. Classrooms each have two iMacs in them, and we also have about 54 iPads. This is a 30-station iPad cart that is available for checkout, once again through a Google Calendar that is mutually shared with all staff members. This particular 30 is designated as our school-wide Title I program, and it allows teachers to use those for any students. It's loaded with lots of different apps. Here's a screenshot of one page of apps. If you notice, we do use Khan Academy. Some other ones that we are really enjoying are some Spelling City ones, and also Front Row. They've been very great at putting students in access to education that is at their level, and they can use them at their pace, and it also allows teachers to do a great job of monitoring that progress. The additional iPads are housed in smaller, more mobile units. We had some custom built boxes to maintain those. There's 11 of these in each box. We have two of them. These are used more in our Tier 2 and Tier 3 instructional levels. They have some different applications that are installed on those, more specific to those students' needs. Here's an example of one of those. We have Storia for some reading apps. This page shows the Front Row. Additionally, we use a product called Easy CBM, which is an online-based progress monitoring and benchmarking tool. Most of the progress monitoring is done through our Title I program for Tier 2 and Tier 3 students, and they'd use the iPads to participate in that online experience. One of the biggest issues with the use of technology is money. We are a really small rural district that has very few businesses and service kind of organizations that would support us in those needs, so it is difficult to be able to finance those. We have been able to use some school-wide title funds to purchase some technology. The district has done a great job of updating labs and providing us a couple laptop carts for our building. My concern is the longevity of those products and the availability of funds for replacement and maintenance. We do contract a full-time technology director who maintains and updates and services all of our machines and does a really great job. One of the features that we use is a product called Meraki, and it allows us to remotely turn on and download apps for our iPads and limit access to them at certain times in the day for certain grade levels. And it's a really great product. If you get an opportunity to check it out, I suggest that you do that. One part of this assignment was to indicate how we would use social media within our daily lives or within our school to promote professional learning. We're just preparing to launch what we're going to call the Twitter Challenge. It's an idea that I stole or borrowed from another administrator when I was at the MEMSPA conference. And the whole goal of the project is to get staff involved in some professional learning communities that are established within Twitter. It's a 10-day challenge and requires them to, well, I guess we're going to request them to participate, establish an account, and then takes them one day at a time, adding one new step of how Twitter works. I'll show some screenshots of what that challenge looks like in just a minute. Our goal is to promote that professional learning community. We're planning to run the 10-day Twitter challenge starting on January 26th and run until February 6th. On day one, you simply sign up for a Twitter account and change the egg to a picture of you, put in your profile information, and then send a tweet stating that you're taking the Fulton Schools Twitter Challenge, followed by the hashtag FultonPLN. Hashtag FultonPLN is going to be where we are asking people to send any professional, we're going to keep this strictly professional, information on learning strategies, techniques, articles that may be of interest to other teaching members. So we're going to run this as a district-wide project and try and build some of that collegiality that we had talked about in some of our previous reading. Days 2 and 3 are really pretty simple days. We're just going to ask you to follow me as the administrator and 2 other staff members in our district by doing a search at hashtag FultonPLN. At the 3rd day, we're going to ask them just to be able to figure out how to post a picture by taking a selfie of them and another staff member that are participating in the challenge and sending it to hashtag FultonPLN. Days 4 and 5 are going to be about starting to think about taking pictures of things that are going on in your room, whether that be quality work or an activity, and sharing that with parents and other staff members. I think too frequently we don't see what's going on in other teachers' rooms, and this might be a great way to easily share that information. On the 5th day, it's about sharing and expanding that professional learning network. We're going to ask them to do 2 retweets of posts that other staff members have made from days 1 through 4. On days 6 and 7, we're going to ask them to start to explore and do some searching for other professional learning organizations. We're going to put a link in that they can find some of those in an email or within this document that we will share with everybody. But the goal is to expand that from talking within our district to talking with people in other districts, other states, and around the world to develop a larger PLN that provides information back to hashtag FultonPLN. Here's an example of some of the links that we will provide to staff members to try and encourage them to search a little bit more nationally and globally for great educational practices that are out there. Days 8, 9, and 10 are just kind of the culmination where we're getting them not only to find that information, to start to talk about it and share thoughts, and additionally do some promotion on day 9 of our school specifically, trying to get information out to not only parents but also to other professionals within the community to share what a great place that we work in. The last day, hopefully they'll be fully engaged and we can keep the momentum going after being on for 10 days. It tends to be addictive, and hopefully we can continue forward with that. That's our goal for using some technology and getting involved, how we get involved here in our classrooms, and also what our future plan is for getting staff more involved with the social media and being able to use that for a professional purpose as opposed to a more of a personal situation. Also like to thank you for pushing me outside of my limits here a little bit and expanding my horizons on some new technology. I think this tool could be very useful in limiting the time for those general announcement types of things at staff meetings, and allowing us to get back to some real professional learning during that staff meeting time. So thanks for that opportunity as well, and hopefully this is what you're looking for in our assignment.